Hi everyone, this is Doug from Urban Athlete. I've got a workout here for you. It's gonna be about 30 minutes long. Work is gonna go 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest. We're gonna go through the exercises 3 times through, so just know that that's what we're up against here. For equipment, all you need is a chair. This is my chair. Grab something like a dumbbell. We're also gonna demonstrate how to do this with no weight at all. I've got a mat down. This sort of kind of defines my space. I know I'm here to work. And then I've got a block. You don't necessarily have to have a yoga block. You could have a book, you could have a towel, you could have a pillow from the couch. Anything works if you're at home. If you don't know already, we are loaning out weights to members right now. So if you want to come by the gym and grab some weights to go along with this workout, we're here for you. So without too much more chatting, I'm going to demo all of the exercises, and then I'm going to bring Nell in and we're going to get this thing moving. So our first exercise is my 90-90 stretch. Our setup here, this is one of the reasons why I like to have a mat. I can take the bottom of my foot and track it along this edge of the mat, and then I can take my shin and track it on the edge of the mat. And look, I've got 2 90-degree angles, and my first 30 seconds is just going to be a little mobility. We're gonna do this just like this the first round. We may remove our hands and do this with no hands for the second round. So that's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2, with a weight or without, we're gonna do 1.5 squats. So you're gonna drop your booty to the box, come up halfway, back to the box, all the way. 30 seconds of 1.5s, just like that. Your next 30 seconds will be 1 foot back on the box, stride right out in front. Keep a hold of this weight at your chest, and you're gonna try to drop knee to the ground and all the way up. This is just an elevated split squat times 30 seconds. And we're immediately gonna shift from this. Pull your stride back a little bit, handle your weight a little bit differently, and we're just gonna hinge in our hip and then come back up. Hinge in the hip, come back up. We'll switch to the other side. The last 2 things that we have going on here are on the ground. We're gonna do bird dogs. That's what your block or your pillow or your book is for. You're gonna balance it here on your back. You're gonna get into your bird dog position. You're gonna reach out one side at a time. Try to touch elbow to knee. Reach out, work that. You'll switch sides. The last thing we're gonna do in our workout, the last exercise, is a clamshell, but also with the bridge. So you've got your arm down, you've got your clamshell at the ready, and you're gonna pop up, clamshell it, create some space between your hips and the floor. We'll hit 30 seconds on that side, and we'll spin you around and do 30 seconds on the other side. That's it. Those are our exercises. We're ready to go. Cool? No? Come on. Join me. We've got an interval timer here for you. I know.
Hey y'all.
It's gonna go 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Every time it dings, we get to work. Dings again, we get to rest. All right, so 10 seconds, we're gonna get started. We'll start in that 90-90 position. On the ground, find that edge with the bottom of your shoe. Find that edge with your shin. And we're off, 30 seconds. Here it comes. Dropping, shins one way, heels the other way. I'm gonna go ahead and shift from using my hands, and I'm gonna stay up tall with my hands up in front of me here. If you start scooting around on your mat, just reset and keep going. Hips are starting to get warmed up, loosened up. And then we've got 30 seconds to get to our 1.5 squat. Nell's gonna do this with no weights. She's just got her body weight squat. She's got her chair out there. Feet are set, a little like shoulder width apart. And 15 seconds is a while. We get a lot of it. Maybe you should have some weight.
Think so?
No, I'm kidding. You're good. You're good. Just a little low intensity booty burner today. Ready? 3, 2, and here we go. Drop down, come up halfway, drop down, come up all the way. Halfway, all the way, here we go. We'll go 30 seconds. You can do this a number of ways with weights. If you happen to have 2 dumbbells and you want to make this a little heavier, you can hold one at each shoulder. And then you really want that 30 seconds of breathing room in between sets. So the next thing we do is we're gonna plant one foot, and then we're gonna reach back and just rest our toe on the bench. And I've got a weight here. I'm gonna hold it at my chest. We're gonna drop nice and low when the dinger dings. Got about 8 seconds. 5, 3, 2, and here we go. Nice and low. Ooh, lots of control all the way down. Idea is not to touch your knee to the ground. I just lost my balance. We're moving. Head is up, chest is up. Knees lining up right over your toe. Knees right in front of your hip. 30 seconds. That's good. Shake that out, right? All right, so we're gonna go right back with the same leg you just had. So the same leg is back. It's a little bit of a shorter stride so that you can really exaggerate hinging in your hip. I'm gonna handle the weight just like this, and I'm actually gonna track it out in front of me a little bit. I'm gonna reach out here and pull it in and come back up. So we're gonna go in 5 seconds. Hinge deep, reach out with your dumbbell, and we're off. Deep hinge, reach, come back up. There we go. Yeah, 30, this is a good one. 30 seconds is enough. 10 seconds, coming at you. So we're gonna switch, we'll go after the other side next. Nice, cool. Yeah, shake it, shake it. All right. So now I'm gonna plant my right foot. I'm gonna elevate my left foot. I get a little bit more room away from my chair, or whatever you're resting your heel on, your toe on, I mean. We're gonna drop in. You know, if this is, I'm just gonna take the 10 seconds here. If you're finding that this is aggravating, you can go find a step and drop a little bit lower here. Find that this is a lot easier on the balance. It's just something we're always hunting for, right? Go 30 seconds. Trying to make lots of good looking angles with our knees. If you pause at the bottom, you can see some 90-degree angle from that foot that's planted on the floor. All right, I'm gonna shake. So shorten our stride, shift our grip on our dumbbell. As we hinge now into this hip, I'm gonna reach away from my toe. A little shake. It's nice moving a little slower. Yes. 10 seconds. Here we go, here we go. 4, 3, 2. All right, deep into that hip. As you reach, you hinge and pull it back together. Reach and hinge. Exhaling at the top. Taking my breath in on the way down. Lots of focus. If I catch myself in the mirror, my shoulders are square, my chest is up. We got 3, 2, 1. Cool. So now we're gonna work our way to the ground. We've gotten our standing work done. We're gonna go to our mat, and then I'm gonna make this really challenging for me, and I'm gonna stand my block kind of on its edge here. Wherever you are is cool, but this is a really good challenge for me. It helps me keep steady, helps me not shift my hips or my shoulders. Core stays strong. We're ready to go. We'll go one side at a time. You reach long, and then touch your elbow to your knee. Reach long, elbow to knee. 30 seconds on this side, and then we'll move on to the other side. We get a little 30-second shakeout time. stay put. Maybe readjust it if you started to lose it a little bit. And check in to see if one of these sides is easier or harder than the other. It's likely you're gonna find that you're not quite symmetrical. Nobody's perfect. Or maybe that is your perfection, I don't know. All right, so I'm reaching with my left hand this time. Here we go. Reach long. I'm really thinking about shoving my heel into the wall behind me. I'm making a long straight line from my fingertips to my heel, and then working to touch elbow to knee under my body. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Touch and go. All right, cool. So we're gonna go to our clamshells and our bridge now. So best practice is to start with your forearm on the ground, pull your knees up towards you, and when we take off, we're gonna lift our hips, but also open our knees. So you'll feel a squeeze up high in your hip. We got 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, heels together, knees together, and then there's my clamshell. 1, 2, I've got 30 seconds like this. Lots of good focused movements, deep in the hips. Feel this on both sides. Feel this on the bridging side. Feel this on the side that's opening up. 2, 1, and then we switch sides. Here we go, here we go. So again, I'm gonna do a little good setup. Elbows right under my shoulder, hands out in front of my elbow. I tuck my knees up and in, heels are together, knees start together, and then I got about 15 seconds before I go after this side. We're moving pretty slow through this with our repetitions. It's a big first round. Go a little quicker next round. Still stay on the same interval. Ready, go. 30 seconds, open and close. Let the hip turn on here. Let the hip turn on here. Getting both sides. Good news is we get to stay here on the mat in between this round and the next round because we're gonna go back into those 90-90s. Cool. I'm gonna let the clock roll. We got about 30 seconds before we get on 99. You feeling okay?
Feeling good.
There's the hips, here's the glutes. Woo. All right, so again, we'll go nice edge. There's the bottom of my foot along the edge of my mat. There's my 90-degree angles. I'm gonna try to keep those as I work some mobility in my hips. Yeah. Find something that feels good if you want to stretch and rotate and turn in this position. 2, 1, we go. Shift one way, shift the other way. Shift, hang, shift, and hang. Reset if you start to wiggle off of your mat. Ten seconds left, and we'll go back to our chair or our bench for our 1.5 squats. 3, 2, 1. Feels good. All right, so time to squat it out. Ooh, I'm gonna go back to, I don't wanna get this low. So I made some moves to make it easier on my split squats, but this is way easier on my squat. Because I don't wanna get that low. That's not in the chips for me. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.5 squats. We drop, come up, and all the way to the top. I'm gonna go with a little snap this time. This is my second round. I know what this work feels like with all of the parameters, all the different exercises, the weights I have in my hand, the depth of this seat. I can work a little harder and get a little more out of this. Yeah. 2, and good. Now, we'll go into that Bulgarian split squat where you've got one foot elevated and one foot out in front. I'm gonna leave this where it is. I'm gonna go for it. It's harder for me. I'm up for the challenge. Which foot are you doing first? Lefty? Righty? I'll go after my right side first. So there's my balance. I've got a good stride away from my chair. I've got my weight here, holding on tight. 3, 2, and we take off. Nice and low to the top. 1, 2, 3. You good?
Good.
We'll go from this elevated split squat into our hinge. I got a full 30 seconds, so just stay focused on your split squat, getting nice and low. All right, here we go. Check that out. You should feel it in both legs. It's not like only the front leg should be working, but if you keep tension through your body and you keep your body weight back over the center, then you'll feel it in your front thigh. You'll feel it in your back thigh as well. Glutes get involved, everything's working. We got 10 seconds before we start our hinge. So shorten up your stride. Your heel gets closer to your box or your chair. 2, 1, here we go. Hinge and reach. 1, 3. Standing up as tall as I can after every rep. Squeezing my hip, letting my hip extend, pushing my hips forward. 5, 3, 2, I lost it. All right, so we get a little shakeout, we come back around on the other side, left foot this time, left foot planted, right foot elevated, split squat. Now we have 20 seconds. If you have a towel, this is a good time to, if you got water, it's a good time to, left foot down, right foot elevated this time. Focus on feeling this through both legs. Deep bend at both knees as you stand. Keep your chest up tall, head up tall, drop down and push off. If you want to take a peek, watch your knee track over the top of your big toe. So you're not wavering, you're looking for a good strong line as your bones and joints stack. Muscles go to work. Nice job, Mel. 5 seconds. 3, 2, right. Shake and shake. Deep into round 2. Take a shorter stride again, where your heel gets closer to your box or your chair. There's a toe elevated. Again, we're hinging at the hips now. The first movement is a knee dominant movement. This is really about working the hips. You might feel your quads turn on and the hamstring turn on to stabilize, but it's really about the deep hip hinge. Let's drop and come up tall. Extend. Tall spine, tall neck, shoulders down. We got about 10 seconds left here, and we'll get back to the ground for some of our core work. All right, cool. So a lot of times core can be called this. I thought it was abs. I really think it's everything from about here to here, right? Armpits to knees. So that's kind of where these bird dogs come in. It's where the clamshells come in. The hips are connected so close to the core. The core is connected so close to the lats. We got a lot of things working here. Shoulders stabilizing your bird dog. We'll go hands down, and then we reach long, and then knee to elbow. Stabilize through the hips, through the shoulders, through the spine. Take it slow. If you don't have a block or you don't have a throw pillow, who are you? Anyways, grab a ball. If you've got like a tennis ball or a baseball or something, It can work too. You just set it right there and keep track of that ball the entire time. That's a good challenge as well. The bigger challenge is to go yoga block and then ball on top of the yoga block. And then, no, that's all. All right, new side. I'm reaching with my left arm, reaching with my right leg. We're going in 5, 3, 2, ding. Reach and touch. Yeah. Reset. Don't get frustrated, just go back to work. Oh yeah. Nice. Cool. We'll go over those clamshells again. Getting sweaty, keeping things focused. So again, set up, elbow drops under my shoulder, hands flats right out in front of my elbow. Knees pull in, heels are together and knees are together. I'm ready to do this. We got 10 seconds. Hips come up, knees open up. 4, 3, 2, let's go. Lift and lower. The quicker you go, the more interesting this gets. That's the challenge. To stay stable, to stay focused. Once you nail the skill, then maybe you add a little bit of speed. You start to ramp up how many reps you get in 30 seconds. Cool, and now we switch sides. Nice work. Yeah? Setup looks good. Elbow, shoulder, got a lot of good alignment here. Pull my knees up, heels together, knees together. Hips are stacked. We're ready to go in 10 seconds. We'll go, and then we go back to the very beginning for one more round. 2, 1, let's go. I'm gonna try to keep that cadence that I created on my other side. A little speed, makes me work harder, gets my heart rate up just a touch. Kind of hard to hide from this exercise. It's got my hips, it's got me stabilizing through my shoulder. It's got my obliques. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, that's good. Cool. All right, so we just pound right into round 3, right? We're gonna go back to our 90-90. We'll go to mobility. Have a little talk with your hips. See if they feel better now than they did when you first started this 20 minutes ago. You might find this is a little easier as time has gone on. We've got 5 seconds. We've got 3, 2, we're ready to go. So flip your hips and drop both knees to the ground every time. You might find that the hips are a little more grooved. They feel looser, more open. Some muscles are activated through there. Joint is getting some love today. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. All right, cool. 90-90s are complete. We're gonna shift to our 1.5 squats. Last go around. So we got 20 seconds. Challenges here is just stay the course. Keep your form tight. As we go through this, don't back down. This is round 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Drop, halfway up, all the way up. Hips come forward. At the top, make it look robotic. Really nail that 0.5. Nice job. 10 seconds left. 4 seconds, 3, 2, and good job. All right, we're coming at our last set of the split squats with our toe elevated. I'm gonna leave my bench where it is. I like it there. Which foot are we doing? Left or right?
Left.
Left. We still got 15 seconds.
Left.
I'm so excited. All right. So, everyone knows I talk about how I hold dumbbells like hamburgers and burritos. So this is a hamburger hold. I don't think AJ knew that.
Morgan.
And I go from hamburger hold for my split squats to my burrito hold for my hinges. 4, 3, 2. All right. See? Burrito.
Got it.
Yeah. All right. It's getting easier.
It is actually. I'm loosening up.
Yes. There we go. 20 seconds. We'll get these hinges in. Again, remember, shorten the stride. Nice. We do that together. And as we hinge, I'm reaching out with my dumbbell. It asks a lot more of my core to do that. Make sure you're hinging deep as you reach out, because if you just bend and reach, that's no bueno. Hinge deep, booty goes back, reach out and reset. 1, reach out. Yeah. Nice. So we got 10 seconds left. Here we go. We're gonna hit the other side. 4, 3, 2. So that one wasn't any easier.
No.
I felt that one way up high in my glute, like kind of right where my glute muscle meets my hamstring. Those are the 2 muscles I'm using, so I'm happy with it. It doesn't feel that great. Feel better tomorrow. All right, hamburger style. I'm getting hungry.
Sick.
We got a quick 6 seconds before we hit these squats. Squats to hinges to the ground. All right, here we go. Nice. Robotic again, hit those angles. Pause just long enough at the bottom so you know that's your deepest point for your split squat. Work. Nell's got her focus hands on. Cool. Mantra. All right, cool. Burrito style. Hinges. Yeah. The split squat's getting easier, the hinge is getting harder. I like it. Short stance, a little lift. 15 seconds, we go. Thanks everyone for joining us. There's time to chat a little bit. We got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, deep hinge, hips go back. There's my reach. And then reset. Reach. Oh, and reset. 2, reach. And reset. 30 seconds total. 15. 8 seconds. Awesome. Okay. So one thing that I noticed is it got more challenging for the muscles to do their job, but my balance was really checked in by the end. All the muscles were awake, they knew what we were up to, so it got harder, maybe because I was finally using the muscles that were meant to be used. I'm into that. Practice makes perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. Right now?
Right.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Oh, bird dogs. Knee to elbow. Lots of tension. Lots of control. Let's see if I can keep track of this block on the other side this time. No! I got 7 seconds to make it right. 4, 3, 2, Nice. All right, let's switch it up. You hear me over here? Just dropping blocks. All right, we got 30 seconds. Let me see if I can do this. 12 seconds left. We finish our bird dogs. We go to those clamshells, and that's a wrap. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot my heel through the wall, reach out as long as I can, and then now I go to work. Elbow to knee. Reach to both ends of my mat, elbow to knee, touch the wall. Nice focus. Nice control. Up. Boom. Done. Cool. So we'll set up clamshells in our bridge. Elbow under our shoulder. Hand out in front of our elbow. Knees tucked in. I got my hips stacked. I got my knees stacked. Got my heels stacked. I'm ready to go. 15 seconds. We'll hit this side. 2 more sets. Boom, boom. 8. 5, 3, 2. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Still focusing on getting some height between my hips and the ground here. That's my bridge. That's my clamshell. Ooh. Can't see the clock. I don't know how much time's left.
5 seconds.
5 seconds, she said. 3, 2. Oh, there it is. Cool. 30 seconds. We hit our other side, and then it's time to cool down.
All right.
All right, all right. Great alignment every time. Make sure that stuff's in the right spot. That way you don't end up with an aggravated shoulder or an aggravated wrist. Here we go. 30 seconds of these clamshells in a bridge position. 3, 2, and we'll go. Still trying to get a lot of height. I've got my elbow doing a lot of the work here. This part of my shin is helping me get that lift, but all the action is happening in my obliques here, and my hip here on the underside, and then there's my lift. We're gonna finish well, all the way down to the dang. Get it now.
4,
3, 2, and 1.
Nice.
Right on. That's a booty burner. Knuckles.
Woo.
Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful day.